Welcome back to the Revamp Podcast, episode 11.
Dang, we're at 11.
11. Episode 11. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. And I'm going to say it before we go and say it to the end. Ready? Only one.
Oh.
Like and subscribe. Please and thank you. And please listen on Spotify. We want extra plays.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Just listen.
Like and subscribe.
You probably like our voice better than our faces.
Yeah, we're kind of
Well, except this boy. This boy just got a haircut.
I got the mullet back.
Yeah, he did.
I can't lie. I look weird on camera.
Oh, you thought you'd look better on camera?
Yeah, I thought I looked better. I'm about to put my hood up.
No, don't do it.
Yeah, it's a curve. No, I'm kidding.
Don't get scared, bro.
I'm so glad I got my mullet back.
It was a good cut.
I'm so happy I got my mullet back.
You got a guy, right?
Yeah. Yo, my guy. Yo, me and my guy were chopping it up today, bro. Kid you not.
Oh, you talk to your barber like that?
Nah, bro, listen, though.
Okay.
I never have had a full-on conversation with this dude. I've been going to him for over 2 years.
2 years?
I've never had a full-on conversation with him, right?
Yeah.
Today, for some reason, boom, 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 boom. We were talking back and forth. Mostly about PR.
Okay. I was going to say, is it about life?
PR.
It's usually always about something that they both like. The client and the barber always
Well,
like.
it started off because I went in and I asked him, I said, yo, I need the mullet back. I said, I miss it. And he started laughing. And then he's like, yeah, your boy came in the other day asking for the same thing. I said, yeah, that was dumb. He's like, yeah, he came in saying, hey, do you know Isak? And I'm like, I don't know no Isak. He's like, yeah, you do. You cut his hair. He's like, boy, I don't know no Isak. And then he showed me a picture. He's like, oh, Isaac. He's like, no. His name's Isak. He's like, whatever. It was funny. But yeah, no, we were talking back and forth. It was good. It was a good chat, man. Honestly, it was I was laughing.
Yeah, I think
It was funny.
Oh, that was the clip. It just started dingling. Anyways.
Oops.
No, I feel like if a client and barber could talk like that, but it's always got to be something about, like, you guys have to relate on something.
I forgot the turtle tank.
Oh, you think it's like ruining?
Hold on.
Did we ever test that?
ASMR for a second.
Hey, if they're listening on Spotify, which they should do. No, I'm messing.
I'm so glad I caught that now. Like, imagine just hearing the porn.
Well, see, we were gonna
that
do
annoys
this.
me, bro.
We were gonna do this at my house. I think
We were gonna
there would
record
be
at his
so
house
much
today.
noise that it would be impossible for
Yeah,
us
but it
to
would have
do
been
it.
cute, like if your sisters came up,
And just
stay in the pod.
the pod, yeah.
just chill with us.
It was gonna be loud though. We wouldn't be able to talk straight without the mic picking up. Whatever.
You could have made it work. We gotta get your cousin on. Gotta get your bowling.
Bowling.
We gotta get him
John
on,
J.
bro. I want to talk to him about nursing.
I want you to talk to him. About
That's a good convo.
That
Last
would
time
be
I
a
went
good
over there,
convo.
we were
Well, today it would have been a good combo if you picked up his phone, John G.
John G, bro. Come on, man.
bro.
He definitely don't watch these.
Yeah, I hope he does. I showed him. You know, he's not a capper. He says a lot of things, so he'll say it. And he'll do it. But if he doesn't say it, he won't do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You don't say it?
If he doesn't say it, he won't do it. But like if he says it,
does he say he does it? Like watches
he
the pod?
didn't tell me
Oh,
that he
okay.
did. So
He don't watch us.
he don't watch us.
All right, that's cool.
I got a lot of people that say they do. But I think they just skip.
Yeah, they skip, bro.
They give us the view though. Isn't a view like you just have to watch like a minute of it and it counts as a view or
I
something?
think it's 30 seconds.
And that counts as a view.
Yeah.
You can't just click on and click off.
So I mean, like that works. Thank you for the view, but the watch time is terrible.
Watch time is terrible.
Watch time is.
We didn't upload a short. We
monstrous.
haven't really had clips.
No,
With a
we
guest,
haven't.
it's easier to get a clip.
Yeah, when it's just you and I,
It's harder to get a clip.
we gotta like sit here and think of a clip right now on the spot,
Nah.
perform
It's
it,
got-
and
no.
then we clip it,
It's gotta be
and it'll be funny. If someone's like, "Man, that's a funny clip," I'm gonna go back to that podcast, and then they realize that it was just staged.
And you think that'll make them stay even
Yeah,
longer?
imagine you got that water and threw it at you.
No.
They'll look on me, you wet. Water's wet, and I made you wet.
Okay, that's a clip itself. We're not doing that. We're not staging our things, bro. Just for views. We're not those people, bro. We do this to interact with each other and with people who want it. Okay, you're bored. You're bored. You're so bored. Why are you so bored?
Not bored, bro.
You just
I got this jersey.
Yeah, where'd you get that jersey? I was gonna ask you.
bro. I thrifted it.
You thrifted
And
that.
the number on the back is 45. You know whose jersey this is?
Michael Jordan's.
Michael Jordan.
Him.
Yeah.
You never played really for the White Sox, right?
No, he sucked.
No, he didn't even play for the White Sox though.
He did.
It was a AAU team, like an AAA AAA team. So it was like White Sox but lower. It's like our Fighting Phils here in Reading.
Yeah, he was
Like
terrible.
the Phillies, and then we have Fighting Phils in Reading.
You know my old pastor, Pastor Brian?
Yeah.
He used to be on the White Sox.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
Yep.
Talking about pastor, church, DR.
Church, DR. Yeah. Dominican Republic. I got like, I think I'm at $810 left.
That's
out
it.
of 1,800, yeah.
Wow,
So like
that's crazy.
990 is already paid for.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it off, but
I mean, if not, you just pay it off. It's a blessing either way to have that extra money.
Mhm.
You don't really gotta worry about it, stress about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Honestly, bro. So like, I was paying for insurance, right? Last time I do a 6 months premium, so I paid for 6 months,
Oh.
right? Last time I paid 1,500. So you divide that by 6, it's like about like $245 each month,
Yeah.
right? Not terrible. It's terrible, but not that terrible. I got to take some crashes, so that's why I rose up. Guess how much it was this time around? Even though I got into no crashes, and my driving record is fine, and for the past 6 months I was perfectly like a great angel. Guess how much I had to pay for 6 months?
Like 1,800.
1,900. I'm like, what the frick, bro?
That is crazy.
Crazy. And it's like, I'm like, do I even go through the hassle trying to find another insurance
Yeah,
company?
I think you should find another insurance company. There's way cheaper insurance companies, and they probably like. I know you have to get away with the crashes and like tell them about it, and so I don't know. Maybe they could still give you a good price. Well, even with the crashes.
I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that averages out to like $340 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't even think you should have got docked for your last crash.
For the Accord.
The Accord, yeah.
Why?
Not the Focus was. I don't think you should have got docked for the Focus.
The Focus? No.
The
that shit
Accord, I
not.
don't even think you should have got docked. But
Dude, I was on my mom's insurance for the Focus, and she got kicked off the insurance.
oh snap!
Like, the company booted her because of that.
Yeah, but it
Which
was.
makes no sense. Because,
And it was weird because they say it's your fault, but the person stopped in the middle of the road.
like, bro, like, I'm sorry that this dude is literally parked in the fast lane. With it, like, there was no traffic. The dude was literally just parked. And I hit him because, well, he just stopped all of a sudden.
Yeah, and that was
And I
on
get
the
it,
highway.
and I
though.
get it, like, reaction time. Like, I gotta be cautious with that. But like, why would Brody fully stop in the fast lane? I don't know.
Yeah,
Like, it's my fault, but it's frustrating that it's my fault.
yeah, it's frustrating. And then the Accord was like,
The Accord was my fault.
it was your fault, but I don't even know if like they should even dock you for that too. I think it was just because of property damage, right?
Property damage and speed.
You didn't hit anybody though.
No, I hit a tree.
Yeah, that's property.
It was property damage.
yeah.
Yeah, because I messed up the grass. Property damage and
And you paid for
ticket.
towing too,
the
right?
ticket. Yeah,
Dang.
towing was $500.
Yeah. I was clean for almost 3 years without a crash. I got in a crash
you gotta
Saturday.
tell them.
Yeah, I got a
Tell
crash
'em, tell 'em.
Saturday. Boys and
Oh, it was
girls.
Saturday. I thought it was Sunday.
That was on a Saturday. Boys and girls, when you're driving, don't think that you're bigger than the rain. The wetness of the floor will get to you.
I thought you were driving safe.
I was driving safe. I was driving normal if it wasn't raining. I wasn't driving 5 below like you're supposed to when it's raining.
I don't ever drive 5 below.
Yeah, I'm going to take that up now that I've learned. Crashed my car, I totaled it. I was taking a turn.
The Honda Civic.
In the Honda Civic, yeah. I was taking a normal turn. Felt myself sliding. I got scared a little bit. I started getting into the lane. I saw another car. Tried to correct it. Whipped my back and spin me around. Got me into a ditch. And I could have not hit anything. I had to hit the one wooden pole that was there. And it warped my car, which is crazy to think. No airbags deployed, nothing. I was fine. No scratches, nothing. I mean, my head hurts and stuff like crazy, but
That's wild.
yeah.
That's so sad.
God was really looking over me, though.
No, legit. And it's like, I mean, like I was telling you in the car, it's like, I know you don't want to hear this, but it's good that you're here because your heart ain't replaceable, but that piece of metal is.
Yeah.
And like, it sucks. And like,
It's
no
just
one wants to hear
frustrating, bro.
that. It's frustrating. It's a setback.
Yeah.
It's a setback. Setbacks are always frustrating.
Yeah.
But sometimes setbacks are good. Because
Yes,
God is
it's slowing
setting
me
you
down.
back. God is setting you back retry.
Yeah.
You know what I
think
mean?
that's all it's doing. I was going a little faster, like in life, not like car. I was going fast in like progress wise. Like I was trying to rush it, and I felt it, and my emotions got to me too, and I felt that because I was more emotional than I ever been. And I was like, why am I so emotional? And I realized it's because I was just trying to go fast and be cool with everything and
going fast with
just life.
Money, work, everything.
Work,
Kind of just speed up the process.
Yeah, just want to speed it up. And
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with speeding up the process, but you also gotta.
It was making me emotional though, and I'm not like an emotional person about random stuff like that. Like I usually, I'm chilled out like crazy. When the crash happened, I was super chill. I was frustrated, but I've never been this chill.
No, I mean, I called you and I was like,
yeah, I was so chill.
And you're chill. I'm like, because I got a 360 alert that told me that you crashed. And I called you and you were like chilled out. I was like, wait, did you crash? And like, no, I didn't. I'm like, oh, what happened? He's like, I mean, I just kind of hit a pole, lost control. Yeah, my car's totaled. I'm like, oh, you okay though? He's like, yeah, I guess so. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't even shooken up at the time too. I was kind of like chilling out. I was just like, I was more frustrated more than anything.
Yeah.
Just looking at the car was it pissed me off.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Your car ate that pole.
It ate it, bro. If it was any closer to the door, gonzers. That would have ate the door, ate me through. What it? I mean,
that's crazy, bro.
Because you saw how deep it went in, almost to the middle seat. Because it hit the back. Okay, so it hit. I don't know if you can you edit a picture into it? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
it was whatever. Anyways, it hit the back, but the pole like pushed, like it dented the car in almost all the way to the middle of the car, like it's bad. He just saw it. It's parked outside.
Crazy.
My house.
I didn't even think about that, bro. You would have hit your door.
It's really close to my door, and because it's a small car,
it would have crushed you, bro.
Yeah, no airbags deployed. Nothing went off, which is fine because it didn't hit the front of the car, so I understand. It's just that impact and everything that was like shaking up. I was like, what
scary.
The heck? Yeah, and all I was thinking was like, bro, don't slam into this pole, because I was like, there's nothing in front of me. I could literally just walk away with this freely. Nope. Had to hit the pole.
Everything happens for a reason, though.
Yeah, it just kind of, it's hard to move on, but I moved on. Like, it doesn't really bother me. Get a new car and I'll be fine. And I had to take the same day. I had to take the Beamer out because I was like, I need a car. Yeah. I go to get the Beamer out. Doesn't want to roll. It starts. Doesn't want to roll because it's a manual and the clutch doesn't want to engage. So I was like, dang it. So I had to get down on the trailer. And I had to get to the garage. And I was like, shoot, I really need a car. So that kind of sucked. But it was all in one day. It happened real quick. Dang. It happened real quick. And I was like, shoot. So I got the Beamer out. So hopefully I'll be using that for a little bit until I find another car.
So you're looking for a new car right now?
Yeah.
What kind of car are you looking for?
Something reliable. Let's go Honda or Toyota or Subaru. Something. I don't know. Today we'll look at something. So hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah. A little newer. Just a little more safer. I mean, I could be as safe as I want. After my first crash, Isaac knows, like, I would only speed it probably on the highway. Back roads and stuff, I was cautious. Everything I'm, like, really cautious about. I'm like, I mean, I was 3 years straight good. I mean, I know a lot of people don't get in crashes at all, but for me, that's a lot. 3 years, bro, clean without a crash. Like, that's a lot. Knowing how, like, I drive a lot. Like, I drive so much, and I've had close calls maybe once or twice. But this one was just straight up like, nah, you're going to crash. Oh, and you've had a lot of close calls, but you've always been good. Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, I mean, it's been over a year for me.
Yeah. I was 3 years straight, bro. I was like, damn, I'm clean. Like, I'm good. And I was driving fine, like, because I was driving a lot.
You weren't even driving like an idiot.
No, that's the problem that pisses me off, too, yeah. I felt it sliding. I let it slid because I was like, I'm not going to correct this, because I knew if I corrected it, the back was gonna whip back and start spinning on me.
Did you brake? Stupid question.
Yeah. So once I corrected the steering, I felt myself drift in a sense. I threw the car into neutral because it's a manual. So I threw it into neutral, and I was braking, which I probably shouldn't have done. But I kept the steering wheel as like I was trying to play with it, because if you keep it straight, you're just gonna keep drifting. So I was trying to play with it to correct, you know what I'm saying? Like, because if you keep it straight,
drifting left,
you're just going to keep
turn right.
Yeah, so you're just going to play with it till you straighten out. So I was trying to play with it. And I was like, this is not working. So I hit the brakes. I let go of the steering completely. I hit the brakes. Nothing. pull the e-brake. I was like, nothing. And the car is like, you could tell.
How long were you spinning for?
Well, it started from one end of the church and it ended all the way at the parking lot of the church. So it was a good bit. I was sliding, bro. Like, that street, I don't know why it's
Like
so slippery.
30, 40 seconds?
At least 20, 40. Yeah, 20, 40
Really?
seconds. Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Damn.
Because I slid from the start of the church all the way to almost the parking lot of the church. And it's a pretty big church because that's how, like, the view is. It's the church on the side. And so I came in and I was like, okay, I was driving. Because I was sliding at first and I left it be for, like, I think 10 seconds or so. I just left myself sliding. And then all of a sudden, I saw myself get in another lane. I saw another car. I got panicked. I tried to correct myself. That's what messed me up. But if I kept on going straight, I was not trying to hit that car. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I didn't get anybody else hurt. That's my biggest priority. If I don't get anybody else hurt, I'm good. I'm chilling. Yeah. Because when I got in the crash with you, all it was because of you. Like, me and my first car and all that stuff. But, like, I had a person with me. So it was a little more intense and emotional.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That's crazy, though.
So, but this one, I was surprised with myself. I did pretty good. Yeah, I had my parents show up. A couple people helped me up, pick stuff up from the floor. So thank you for you guys. And had a friend come over and she helped me out as well. And it was nice.
Of course. That's good, though.
You called me right away. I had people blowing up my phone there on Life 360. They all blowed up. Thank you for everybody that was helping.
Yeah, the whole boy thing.
Yeah. Like, yo, we just crashed, bro.
Nah, as soon as you crashed, I told him, I said, yo, start praying.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know.
No, you never know.
Yeah, even if I don't get back to you guys quick, it wasn't because I was trying to ignore you guys. Just there's a lot going on. Like, it was the crash, drive home, get the Beamer, put it in the trailer, get to the garage. It was a lot. And then I finally got to settle down, process, and it took a while, but I got to that point. Yeah. Yeah, just thank God, and I gave it to God, and, you know, even if he took me, it would be his time. Yeah. I know it's a sad thing to say.
I mean, yeah, but everything happens for a reason.
If he kept me here, it's because I still have a reason to be here. He still wants me to be here.
And it's funny, I was thinking about this. It's like, yeah, you hit the pole, but imagine if you didn't hit the pole. Maybe you would have hit something bigger or going off. I don't know, something flipped your car. Like, that pole stopped you. Yeah. Imagine if you were going and you could not stop and you just kept going.
Well, I think of it all as the hand of God. Like, when I crashed, it's not like you could feel the hand of God. I'm just saying that protective, like, layer. Like, because my crash could have been way worse. Like, something really bad could have happened to me. If you guys look at the car, I don't know if you can show a picture or whatever. Maybe I can show it. But, like, the way that crash looks, it looks like you could really get injured. Oh, legit. And I literally walked out fine.
Scary, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a blessing that you and I have both had. Within both of our accidents,
yeah, they're pretty bad.
We walked out scratchless.
Yeah, they were pretty bad. Like, our cars were total. I
mean our first accident, that was a near-death experience.
Oh, that one would have killed us. This one would have been really bad injury, I think. I don't think I would have died. I mean, who knows? But I didn't feel like I was going to die. It was just like, dang. Like, I just totaled my car. No. Whenever you total a car, that's your first thought. Oh, is the person okay? Because if you get hit, it's not that big and the car still runs. You're not thinking, oh, is he okay? You're just like, dang, I hit the car.
Yeah.
Like, but when your car is totaled, you're like, dang, is he alive? Or she alive? Like, shoot. So, I mean, God was protecting us. He had his hand over us the whole time. We were flipping.
Scary.
Yeah, dude.
Scary stuff, for real.
Yeah. Like, and when it happens, you don't, like, nothing, you don't think of any, like, I didn't think of anything, bro. Like, I didn't think about my family. Like, it just all happened. Like, I was trying to save myself, so I wasn't really thinking. Just trying to save myself. But I wasn't like, oh, I'm going to die, whatever, this and that. No. Because I don't think people think about that.
You're just trying to get control.
No. I don't think anybody thinks about that once they're close to death or whatever. Yeah. I don't think anybody thinks, oh, let me, like, say prayers or be like, oh, I'm going to die.
I mean, I think if you know you're going to die, like, you're drowning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you're still trying to save yourself.
Yeah, but, like, when it's past saving yourself.
You think you start praying, you start thanking God for all the things you had? Or
I think it's like when you realize, oh, like, there's nothing else I can do. That's when you start.
Yeah, because I never had a moment like that. Even when I first crashed, I haven't had a moment where I was like, I stopped and like, wow, I'm almost going to die or something. Which I'm glad, I'm thankful for. But
No, I don't think.
If it's something that fast and you can't even process, and
Can't even process. That's what I was about to say.
you're like, you're dead, and
your
you're
mind
like,
cannot
dang.
even start processing.
Like, I can't even process anything of me dying. Like, yeah, that's crazy.
No, not at all.
It's a sad thing to talk about, but it's reality.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Man. It's like, like, yeah, you are supposed to slow down in the rain. And that is a rule for a reason because things like that happen. I mean, bro, like when it was raining, it's been raining for the past 3-4 days.
But it hadn't rained for like 3 weeks.
No, we were dry for a little bit, but like it hadn't rained for like 3-4 days. And I mean, it was raining for 3-4 days.
All those oils on the floor, like, car oil and stuff, it was there. Like, I was there for 3 weeks. I didn't get washed off by rain by a week prior or whatever. Like, that's all there. So the roads are a little more slippery. I mean, even my mom had close calls this past week with the car. And like, the day before, I had a close call too. I had a close call.
Bro, what happened?
Yeah, I was just driving. I slid. I slid into like a bank thing. Pulled myself out and went again.
For real?
Yeah, but I was fine. Like, I didn't care because I was just like, dang, the roads are slippery. Like, it just made me realize that the roads are really slippery. And it was just weird because I knew the roads were slippery. Like, everywhere the roads were slippery. And I had been driving. I drive every day to work, back and forth. Weekends, I'm always driving. So, I don't know. It was just... So, a lot of things could have happened to why that happened. But, I mean, the main reason was because God had a plan. Wanted me to crash for a reason. I don't know the reasons for it. He's going to show me.
We don't know the big plan.
No.
And then we might never know, But, hey.
Yeah. Till we get there or whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm in school this week. Tomorrow's my last day.
Dang.
And I got a month off. Bro, I haven't been off since last fall.
So how was your freshman year of college?
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
It was nice.
For being the first time going to school?
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, it was kind of fun.
Is it what you thought it would be? I mean, I know it's community college,
No.
but like with people, like since we've been homeschooled?
No, not at all. I mean, it was funny because like I had my last speech class yesterday. Yeah. And we were giving an impromptu speech, just like a 2-minute speech. Yeah. Like you just freeball it. And I started off, I was funny. I said, class of 2023. It just like started off like that.
Did you know any senior?
Pat yourself on the back. No, it was just funny just to say because it was like the ending class of the year. Like just like the last class of speech class. Yeah, everyone started laughing.
The Victorian.
It's not funny.
Class.
Anyways. No, but like I was telling, like in my speech, freeballing, I'm like, thank you for giving me this experience of being so welcoming and kind to me. Like, I've been homeschooled my whole life.
Yeah.
Been homeschooled my whole life. And it's like, it's crazy to think about because honestly, like I was scared. I was like, wow, I feel like I'm not gonna make no friends, but like I've made some really good friends. Like Dom, especially, like I've gotten so close with him.
Yeah.
We've been hanging out more, doing this and that, but it's like, it's people who I see myself being close with for a long time,
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Would you think you would have had that experience in regular school? Finding those people?
I think.
Because, I mean, you're a little bit older now. People are a little more mature about.
I mean, honestly, like in the beginning of college, I was just kind of befriending everyone just as like a social status type thing. Just because
You felt like you were in high school.
Yeah. Nah, I was trying to live it up. I wanted the status. And then after like a month or two, I was just like, oh, this really means nothing. This is just delaying me now because too many people are stopping me to go to this class. Like, it's like I don't even know these people. You know what I mean? I'm just like befriending everyone, and I'm not really actually putting in a work to have a relationship with each one of them. It's like, what's the point? You know what I mean? So like after like a little bit, I started chilling out, and now I'm like finally like building those relationships, which is really cool. So it's cool. No,
I don't know. I feel like maybe in high school you probably still would have befriended good friends. But
I mean, I think high school would have been like the first month of college for me, where it just would have been kind of a social status.
Yeah, but then I think people would have kept on leeching onto that because not in college you're not old enough, but you're old enough to realize that there's like 20-year-olds in class and like.
I mean,
it's more mature in a sense.
The only reason why, like, I guess I disagree with the statement is just because, like, you talk to like anyone, they don't have any type of communication with people from high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, anyone, bro. Like, they don't. Maybe now, while they're still young, but like 5 years from now,
nothing.
it's gone.
Yeah.
You and I,
Or
we
it's
we never
different.
we never were put in a place together all the time.
There's never a program and like
if we wanted to hang
show
out
up every time.
exactly, if we wanted to hang out, it's because we wanted to hang out, and
And that's
that's
even with
why.
co-op too. Like if you wanted to show up with co-op. Like you paid for it.
I mean, but that's the reason why we have a friendship, is because we
Yeah.
fed it.
But yeah.
We weren't just placed in it. You know what I'm saying?
You had to show up, and that that person was gonna be there, so you could talk to them. But it wasn't like
No, like
that's what I'm saying. I think high school just pushed that.
Yeah, we put in the effort. Whereas high school, I don't feel like you really put in much effort.
In college, you want to be there. You're paying.
In college, you're paying to be there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not public. It's not public school. I think anywhere that you have to be that you have to be there because you're putting in the work or
against your own will.
Yeah,
you really just. Why would you put in effort for anything? And that can even go.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like
friendships, relationships.
Because as kids, you don't know why you're in school. I mean, you do know why you're in school because you need education and all of this and all that. I'm gonna say it. I don't care. But like at the end of the day, that's all they think is like, oh, I have to go because that's just the way the program is.
Yeah.
And I mean, our parents, they thought the other way around. And they're like, nah, we're taking a different route. If we want to teach our kids, we're going to teach our kids. Yeah. And that's the way it's going to be. And our education is our education. And then they're going to have to grow up with, what we believe. And then how we want to teach our kids. Because, at the end of the day, the school's basically teaching them how to be a person as well. Because, you grow from that, from the people that you're around, especially teachers and adults. Yeah. And I'm not saying all kids from public school are bad. Yep. I'm just saying most of them I met is because they grew up in the system. They grew up in that school. They didn't grow up with mom and dad telling them, this is how actually life is. And I think that's why we're so close to our parents and we treat them almost like friends. Yeah. Because we had that moment where after school, so we were taught we could just talk to our parents because we didn't have anybody else except our siblings, but we didn't have anybody else to go back to. Yeah. Where for them, they already talked to so many kids at school. They already talked to so many teachers. Yeah. When they go back home, all they want is a meal and some free time and then bed. So, I mean, it's not bad to be in a system. I would love to have my kids homeschooled, but I don't know, wherever God leads me. But yeah, I feel like homeschool is really good.
I would like to homeschool them, but also not keep them secluded. Like my parents didn't have me. You can still take them out. Yeah, you can still. Like I was in sports. I was in church activities. I was in Boy Scouts. Like I was out there. Like when I tell people I'm homeschooled, they're like, "What?" Like they don't believe it because like I'm so outgoing. Like whereas some of these other kids who are homeschooled, bro, like they're so quiet.
Yeah, there's the actual homeschoolers and then there's homeschoolers.
Yeah, like it's. I think if you even out social life and education life within that, it's very.
Oh yeah, there's a way of doing it where you can still have your kid outgoing and polite but still a kid.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't want to lose that. No, of course.
You don't want to take them out of the real world. It's not protecting. It's people are like, oh, you're homeschooling to protect them from the real world. Yeah. I'm not a parent. I don't know. I don't think that though. At least that's the way I'm raised. I don't think that my parents. Yeah, they would protect me in a sense. Yeah. Of like, okay. It's better if he's home because I know where he's at.
No, that makes sense.
But, like, from the real world, we're always going to... At some point, they're going to let go and we're going to have to face it either way. Yeah. It's a little better when you're older so that your parents give you the right tools for the real world. But, I don't know. Like, you're going to end up facing the real world. And, like, because I faced the real world, I've grown up to face the real world. It wasn't like I was a kid and I was like, I had to know the real world. No, I was a kid. Yeah. I was being a kid. I didn't want to know anything else. I didn't know anything about anything. Now all these kids know everything about everything.
That's scary.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you guys know what I mean about everything. Like, the kids just know. Like, they know what's going on. And it's crazy. When I was a kid, all I was thinking about was video games.
Legos. Bike riding.
Hanging out with friends. Bike riding. Eating. Sleeping. That was it, bro. So simple. It was just being a kid. And, like...
I feel like the lives that they're living now are just overly complex.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, it's crazy. I feel bad, honestly.
I mean, there's still kids that are, being kids, but it's just... And we sound old saying it, but we're not old. We don't know much about life, but, like, we see it. Like, with siblings or people around the world, we're just like, man, like, People know everything now. When I was a kid, no.
Nope.
And I was only a couple of years back. It was still 2000s.
Yeah.
We're not old, like old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It is 3:02. My girlfriend just got into her interview at the hospital.
Oh boy.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear
Congrats,
about it.
Haley.
She going for a PCA position, which is a patient care assistant. She's going within the pediatric center. So
You
that's super
nervous
cool.
for her?
No, she's gonna do it.
You
She's gonna
good.
get it.
You
She's
good,
gonna
good.
get it.
And then you're going when? Friday?
Friday I
Dang,
have
so
my
y'all
interview.
both be working with each other if you get it.
Yeah, Friday I'm going for my PCA, but in med surg, which is just adults.
Yeah. But it's what you want to
Well, med surg is like everyone.
do. But it's what you want to do in the long run for yourself.
What I want to do in the long run is to become a registered nurse and then hopefully get into like trauma. I want to see gruesome stuff, bro. Like,
I mean, you're graduating. You're gonna do this job. You're gonna have a lot of experience. So for once you get into that workforce, you're gonna know a lot.
I mean, you always hear like people saying, "Oh, nurses do more than the doctors," right? Which is true. Nurses do more than the doctors. The doctors do more of a severe step, right?
Yeah.
So it's it's doctor.
You see the nurse more.
Yeah. It's doctor, nurse, and PCA.
Okay.
So a PCA almost does more than a nurse. Not like that, but it's kind of like that same standard of a nurse to a doctor.
Yeah.
Like I'm below a nurse, a registered nurse, but I'm like an assistant to
In the
them.
rankings.
So I'm doing whatever they're telling me to do.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool that I'm assisting the person that eventually I will be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I was like, because originally I started to do a transporter, which is just transporting people, but I'm like, no, that's not where I'm gonna be at.
Yeah.
And plus, they told me I wouldn't be able to wear scrubs, so I said, nope, I want to wear scrubs.
bro.
Yeah, no, I found out that it's khakis and a tuck-in polo. I'm like, no, I want a place where I'm wearing scrubs.
Scrubs, yeah.
Yeah, I bought scrubs yesterday. Oh, I'm so happy.
Where'd you buy them?
It's called Scrubs and Beyond.
Really?
Is it
Are you
West Reading?
serious?
Yeah, it's in West Reading. Scrubs are expensive, bro.
Yeah, no, I was guessing.
It's like $55.
Sheesh, for the set?
Yeah, not terrible.
Dang.
But like also pricey. I'm excited though. It's full time.
Full time?
12-hour shifts.
Just for the summer though? Or are you going to try to do that?
I'm gonna do for the whole summer. And
you
then once
gonna
I
try
start
for
clinicals in the fall, then yeah.
I mean, bro, the workforce that you're going into, it's always going to be almost 12-hour days.
No. But it's 3 days a week.
It's true.
So I mean, hopefully, if I start this, it'll be from 7 a.m. to 7:30 p.m.
That's not bad. You still got your night.
Or they told me I could do overnight, 7 p.m. to 7:30 a.m.
You still got your night though.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's only 3 days a week.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that if her and I both get this job, we just hop on the same schedule.
Yeah, just so you guys aren't like, oh, I'm home and you're not.
Exactly.
Can't hang out. Yeah, I get that.
So I'm hoping that her and I can hop on the same schedule. I'm excited though.
I mean, if
She don't know this, but I'm gonna get her flowers.
Now she knows.
Well, she'll know once I give her the flowers.
It already happened.
Our 2 months is tomorrow.
2 months.
That's crazy. We've been talking since December, but
And then
officially 2 months.
How long have you actually known her? Like, have you known her? How long?
My whole life.
Yeah.
Like,
that's crazy.
wait, our parent.
It's crazy how life turns you
mom-
back around
my
to that
mom-
same other person.
My mom and her mom used to work with each other
That's crazy.
before we were born.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
It's wild. They just like turned you right back around. So
It's so weird. It's so weird how God works. Dude, honestly, speaking of God, like, you remember, like, in the beginning, I was telling you, like, I was, like, so emotional and just, like, overwhelmed with God, dude. I feel like I'm getting it back.
You getting it back?
Like, so exciting. I mean, like, this is one song. It's called I Don't Wanna
songs have been
Go.
helping like crazy.
Did you listen to the one I sent you?
Yeah, they've been helping
Yo.
like crazy.
I have been balling to that song, bro. Like, I've been crying so much.
I don't know why, but I haven't
music.
lost touch with my secular music because I still fail here and there. But man, like I'll put on the gospel or like I'll just listen to the word and I'll actually feel. Like I know it's not supposed to be all feeling, but it's not,
hitting.
and it's nice to feel.
And you feel like a connection.
Yeah, because like you read the Bible, you feel that connection as well. But like if you're praising to the Lord, like that's also another connection. So I don't know. I mean, I've been feeling it more with songs. Like I can listen to it and I'll start singing like songs that are Christian. I'm like,
It's just, I mean, the lyrics. from the whole song I'm talking about is, bro, crazy lyric. And they repeat it over.
I know.
I don't want to go if you're not gonna be there. Like, whoa, like that's it.
Because isn't that what a song is? It's like preaching in a hymn. Like it's like you're saying something, but it's in tune. Like you're saying something about because you know how a preacher will preach.
Well,
and then you know how they will repeat that word. A preacher will repeat the word. It almost sounds like a song.
You know what I think it is?
What's up?
I think it's more so just a conversation.
Oh, you think that's what it is? I feel it
when I hear it, and then when I sing it, I feel like I'm having that conversation with God.
See, I feel like someone's preaching the same word.
And there is people like some songs like Jesus, we love you. You know, that feels like a preach. Yeah. Whereas like the song I sent you feels like a more personal conversation.
Yeah.
Like a more personal prayer. True. Like I don't want to go anywhere you're not. I mean,
they're not everything, but man, listening to Christian songs, they help.
And it's like I sent it to Haley because I mean our lives are like falling into place right now. Like everything,
yeah, we're so excited. You gotta give it to God, man.
No, and it's like I told her.
I know it's hard to do,
and like no, and we were talking. I was like, we gotta give it back to God. Like this is all because of God.
Even if it's good, going good.
We don't want to lose sight of God
because it'll fall apart. It will eventually fall. Oh, excuse me. It'll eventually fall apart, and what you have given to God He will come back to you, and you will feel that love, and you'll feel like, okay, I have this sense of peace, like this person is watching over me. Yeah. But because I feel like I had it so good going, and every time I had it good going, I would come back to not giving it to God, and I'd be even sad. But like, even with this whole crash and everything, I gave it to God, and I was chilled out, and I was like, I'm actually okay where I'm at.
Yeah. No, it's like, I think we often lose focus of God because things seem okay. You know, it's like, oh, everything is going great right now. Now you're letting that excitement almost take over, whereas instead of being excited, you should bring that excitement to God to be thankful.
Always.
Because it's like if you're not bringing it back to God, you're doing something wrong. And it's like, you know, obviously I'm guilty of that.
Yeah, we all are. But like with this whole crash, it made me realize like I was giving it to God the whole time. Cause I was emotional, but it was going good. Like I had just gotten out of something. Like before the crash, I just went to something. I felt good. I was happy, and you know everything crashed at one moment. And like life is short, and it made me realize that. But I was like, I gave it to God. I feel good at where I'm at. Like, and then I was talking to the friend that showed up, and she was like. And I was like, man, I guess I gotta give more to God, cause I just survived this or whatever. And she's like, you always gotta give it to God. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And I don't know, that just hit me. I was like, dang, like you always are giving to God, cause what He's given for you is like it's life. Like you're just going through it. You get emotional, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it kind of just brings it back because like. My thankfulness. Yeah. You know,
it's alright, bro. You cry. It don't matter. It's just me and you, bro. People don't care.
My thankfulness, I put on me safety. Like, I was so thankful. Because, like, I was thinking about it and I...
Don't get me crying, bro. Like, I've been strong with you. Come on.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah, it's okay.
I was in my car, you know, dropping off a package. And I started crying. I'm like, dude, if I would have lost you, like, I know, bro. That would have destroyed me.
I know.
You know, and it's like, you are the brother that I so desperately needed. And it's like, to think of a life where you're not here, crazy. I mean, like, you impact so many people, bro. Like, your family loves you. Your friends love you. Like, when I hear people talk about you, it's nothing but positive. And it's like, you, as yourself, have left and are continue to leave such a great impact on this world, and to just think about you leaving one day, bro, heartbreaking. I started bawling in my car, and I went home and I wrote it down. I said, "Oh, me safety. That's what I'm thankful for."
That's real, bro. Thank you.
You know, like that.
I love you, bro.
I love you.
I know I don't say a lot, but I do love you, bro. No, I know it's a lot. You've been through a lot, and I'm glad I'm still here, and I'm glad I impacted your life that way. And
absolutely.
I mean, it'd be the same way if you're ever gone, bro. I know I bug on you a lot and I say a lot of things, but Trust me, it would be heartbreaking because you're a brother by choice, and
Yeah, no, exactly.
it does mean a lot.
You know, and it's like something that
You're
I
good.
got from
Drink some water, man. Feel good. You just lost
something I
some
got
tears, man.
from my sermon on Sunday, and it's like it spoke out to me, bro, because it's like we worry all the time about everything and anything, you know, and it's like
Yeah.
my pastor said. He said if you have a worry problem, you might also have a faith problem. That's real.
Talking about worrying, you know how many times God says like, "Don't fear" in the Bible?
365 days. I mean, 365 times, which is equivalent to 365 days a year. It says, "Do not be afraid." 365 times, bro, in the Bible.
That is crazy. And like,
I just saw that today
I'm
on
the most worrisome and fearful person. Like, I feel it. I know I am. Like, yeah, I say I give it a lot to God and stuff, but bro, I'm emotional. Like, I'm always worrying about other people, like worrying about myself. And lately, I've just been like, hey, things happen for a reason, and yeah, it's hard to cope with that. But the more I realize that it's like all in God's hands, it just makes me feel a little better.
I mean, that's just it. I mean, Matthew 6:34. So don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's it. Like, we're so concerned about the future, but anything can change, bro. Like, at any second. I mean, you crash within a millisecond.
A millisecond, bro.
It happens so quickly. We don't know what's about to happen in 5 minutes. Like, nothing is promised. Nothing is guaranteed.
No.
You know? So to worry about what tomorrow's bringing is pointless. Because ultimately, what comes tomorrow is what God wants to give us today. And it's like...
It's crazy.
It is. And when you put that in perspective, I mean, it's comforting.
Yeah. Because I was realizing, bro, I was worrying so much about other person, like, or me, or about, like, how life is going to be. And it's like, when you're able to just let go and be like, I'm not just going to worry.
Now, I think there's good worry and bad worry. Like, there's good worry to the point where now you're worrying and now you're, like, elevating yourself.
But things out of control. Things
that you cannot control.
I feel like you just gotta be let go. Yeah, you just gotta let go. And I do that a lot where it's things I can't control. I'm always worrying. I'm like, bro, I can't control that.
You know, and it's like, I'm thinking about it. Like, I could be worried about the interview, but that's something I can't control. Other than myself and how I perform.
Yeah, it's the other person that's going to
whether or not they want to hire me, that's out of my control. There's no need to worry about that.
No, you're just going to do your best.
Yeah.
And that's what that always goes back to.
You do your best. That's all you can do.
Yeah, that's what it goes back to.
No, that's it.
You pray, you give it to God, and you do your best. And I mean, I know we talk about like a lot of positive and uplifting and stuff, but like there is a lot of failures in our lives. Like even, I mean, keep growing up. I'm gonna keep failing.
You can't be positive.
I already failed. Like negative. For the past 2 weeks, I failed a whole bunch of times.
Yeah.
These past 3 weeks, 2 weeks have been such a roller coaster where I failed and I gained. And I failed again. Like, you know, I literally cried on the phone about you about it. Yeah. And then I started going good. And I fail again. And then it'll start going. It's a up and down all the time.
It's a roller coaster, but
yeah, it's a roller coaster.
God never brings you through something that He knows you can't handle.
Yep.
He's only gonna get you through stuff that you know that He knows that you're gonna get through.
Yep. And these are just lessons taught. Like, you're gonna learn. If you do it again, you do it again. But
like, it's crazy.
You know not to do it. In your head, when something happens, you automatically learn from it.
Yeah.
Because if you come up good with like examples. It's like if a kid drops their toy, and they knew they dropped it because they were throwing or doing it too hard. They learn not to, shake it too hard or whatever, or else it's gonna go across the room.
Yeah.
You come up with good explanation, like
I don't
examples.
even know what you're trying to say right now.
Like, but you learn, like if something breaks or if something happens.
If a kid touches a hot stove.
Yeah, like they know. Yeah,
like they know. They're not gonna touch that again.
Yeah,
it's like yeah.
They learn, like they automatically learn.
You mess up, and you could either mess up again and burn yourself again, or you can take it for the first time and not do it again. Or what George Jenko says, I saw someone else touch the stove, and I saw how they got hurt. I'm not gonna touch the stove.
Yeah,
he never had to touch it. you don't ever have to do something if you see someone else already do it.
Yeah, thank you for
And you
saving
see
me on
the
that because I
outcome.
was not going to.
Yeah, you
know
were
how
about
to
to butcher
you know how to
yourself.
use examples so well.
An analogy,
Yeah,
not an
analogies,
example.
not examples. See, I
No,
don't even know.
that
I don't know how to talk.
but that's it though. I mean, it's crazy when you put it into perspective.
Yeah, because you're gonna automatically learn, bro. Like, it's just gonna happen. If you don't want to feel that pain, that hurt, you know in your brain not to do that thing again that
Yeah.
gave pain and hurt.
You know, and it's like, and I was talking. We're transitioning so well.
That's good.
I was talking to my friend last night, you know, and it's like he was talking to me about some struggles that he had.
Yeah.
And the one thing I told him was, listen, you feel guilty right now for the things that you're doing. And that's great. Because the moment you don't feel guilty anymore, that's the moment that the Holy Spirit has left you. Because that happens. Because think about it. If I go and I keep smacking you across the face, and you're like, bro, stop, that's hurting me.
Yeah.
And I keep doing it. Dude, stop, that's hurting me. After like the 5th time, you're going to just walk out. You know what I'm saying? It says that. It says that in the Bible that the Holy Spirit will depart from you if you continue to live in sinful ways. Like, that's part of life. And it's like when you feel like you're doing something wrong, you have to get a hold of it because you can become so comfortable with living in sin and all these other things that sin and that once was uncomfortable starts to feel comfortable. You hear what I'm saying? Like, for the first time, if you do like a drug or anything, like it's not gonna, you're gonna get that feeling in your heart, like, damn, I kind of just did something wrong. But if you keep doing it over and over and over again, eventually you're not gonna get that feeling of guilt or that feeling of a shame or anything or conviction. Like, you're not gonna feel it anymore, and that's when the Holy Spirit is packed up and left because why is he there?
Yeah.
He's not stopping you.
Yeah, if the devil
You're
takes
not,
over,
you're not allowing yourself to get better. And you have to get on that track before you realize that he's going to leave. I mean, there's a time in my life where he left, bro. Because, like, I just kept doing stuff that I was sinning and I was living in. And I was so consumed by it to the point where the stuff that I was doing, I didn't feel guilty for anymore.
Shoot.
You know,
yeah,
it's crazy.
You got to think about that, yeah.
No, you have to put it into perspective, bro. Like,
even with normal things, like, normal things he asks us to do, we just throw it under the rug, and we've gotten so used to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. You could use an analogy, but like cussing or like, I mean, it doesn't say not to cuss, but it's, it's not like it hurts. Like,
I mean, it's just like thinking about like.
Yeah, use an analogy. You know how to use analogies. Use your analogy.
I know for me, when I was young, I was raised never litter. But as you got older, you maybe grab a gun wrapper, you throw it, you walk by. And it's like, I remember throwing a gun wrapper, I felt guilty, you know? But like the more times I used to like just kind of litter, even like if it was small items, that guilt left me, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you kept doing it more and more and more.
Not that it was a sin.
It's like it's just like going into a hot tub of water and it's really hot at first and it's hurting you, but the more you sit in it, you're gonna become adjusted to it. It's not gonna hurt no more.
That's a good analogy. You got your analogies up today. Yeah, I feel that. It definitely walks away. The Holy Spirit is not gonna be.
I'm not sure
with you in a sense.
Verse it is. I really don't want to speak it out of context.
Yeah, I don't want to speak either, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I get what
it happens.
You're talking about.
I mean, like firsthand experience. Like it's happened to me. Like it's not just something that I'm making up. Like that feeling of guilt.
You also have that control of like, hey.
You still have the conscious within your head.
Because you could. I don't know. It's such a hard thing it's like a hard topic because you picked a good topic, but it's like, I don't know how to explain. I'm thinking of the words, I just can't get them out. It kind of sucks. I lost it. Sorry. Dang it. I get where you come from. I know what you're saying. I don't want to speak out of terms either because, the Bible's right. If you say something out of context, it's not good. So, I do not know.
I'm trying to get it up. Because I really don't want to be speaking out of the context.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, though. Like, even if it's not in the Bible, I get what you're saying. Now, do I think it? I do. But you also have that control, and God's still there. So he never really leaves you in a sense. I don't know. I get where you're coming from, though. I get it. I'm just trying to think about it, too, because I'm like, dang, it's deep. It's a deep topic.
It is a good topic.
Yeah, it is. I mean, hey, that's regular life, though. We talk about deep stuff. We don't know nothing, but at the same time, we have known a little bit of stuff. Not like other people, but...
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, that's why we talk about these things. Because we don't know
We're gonna
everything.
learn. Bro, we're gonna look back
educated.
30 years from now, looking at this podcast and be like, bro, we don't know what we're talking about. We're stupid little kids. Which, I mean, is whatever, because it's just nice to know that we're recording and we got these memories to hold with us, but we gotta think we're stupid.
You know, not to get deep, but my dad told me something the other day. He's like, if you ever died, I'm glad you're doing these podcasts.
Really?
I'll
said
be
that?
able to watch them and hear your voice.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
he's like,
so emotional today.
He's like, I don't have videos with Alicia. Like I forgot her voice, and like he has like little clips here and there, but like it's not like a full on conversation like this.
Hour longs.
11 episodes.
I mean, it's not wishing for your death, but yeah, I get
no,
it.
but like
you can look back
if
and
worst comes to worst,
yeah, you can look
I
back.
have your voice still. Not that, you know.
I mean, not gonna lie, these podcasts, they do a lot. I mean, slowly they're gonna help me talk better and stuff. Yeah, and honestly, I can just talk about whatever and I feel fine. Because nobody's really directly looking at me. And, like, I could look back on it and be like, man, I was stupid at that time. Why was I doing that? And, like, it's nice to look back on camera. Because my friend was telling me, she was like, oh, I just want to sit there and listen to how I sound and, like, how my conversations go. Because it is interesting.
Yeah.
Because you look back and you're like, dang, this is how I talk to a person. And you might want to fix some things here and there. Like, for me, I know I, like, try and fix some things here and there, but I don't try to force it either. I just try to keep talking. But it's nice. I don't know. If anybody wants to do it, just do it. Do your podcast, whatever. Do something that gets you out to talk. And not a lot of people got to listen to it, but it's for your own self as well. You're not doing it for everyone anyways. It's mostly for yourself.
This is, sorry, just kind of like to fall back on.
No, you're good. I was getting on topic.
No. I can't find an exact verse about the Holy Spirit leaving you if you're living in sin, but 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in this world. If any man loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Like, you mean, like, you hear what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
like,
I get it.
It's, I can't find it.
It's the world stuff. I get, like, fall into love with sin. Or, you can't even fall into love with sin, though. Well, you could. I get where you're coming from. I get it.
And it even talks about Saul within the Bible. 1 Samuel 16:14. But the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and an evil spirit tormented him instead. Like, it even talks about
someone probably already found the verse.
Oh, of course. We're slow, bro. Yo, you know.
So slow. That's why we got hour-long podcasts, bro.
You know your friend? She tried to check me the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
She's like, where does it say? Well, I was talking about how we need to respect.
Bro,
how we
will get into it.
How we need to respect.
You guys will get into it.
Hold on. I said how we need to respect those who have like different beliefs. Like if it's just honoring the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
She talked to me about this.
She texted me. She's like, what does it say? And I sent her all the verses. She left me unread.
You think you won that one?
She left me unread. So yes, I won that.
I'm going to ask her. We'll see if you won that.
Did she
bring that up? Huh. Maybe she did. I don't remember. No, I don't think she did. Not that text. Okay. She's watching this though. Whatever.
You think she watches it?
She says she does. I believe her. You think Haley watches them all?
Oh yeah.
Oh, for real? All of them?
Yeah. She'll give me timestamps. I really like this.
Nice. Yeah, she talks about it.
She listens on Spotify though. Not on YouTube.
Yeah, I like listening to it. So I don't really like looking at the recordings. I mean, it's nice to look at the recordings, but
yeah,
I'd rather just listen to us at work or whatever. Because I do listen to us. It's nice to hear conversations. It's more for me, anyways.
Yeah.
I think I started doing this with the intention of just us.
Yeah.
I mean, people actually watch us, and it's actually crazy.
Cool.
Yeah, even though it's like 10 people that we don't know or whatever, it's
Still
like,
10 people.
yeah, it's like, whoa, okay. It's 10 people in the room that we're talking to that
Yeah.
don't know us at all.
This week was a bit unplanned. That's why we don't have another guest. But next week we'll have a guest for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know who yet.
Most likely.
Email wants to come back on. Like
He
he
should be
really
back on.
wants to. So
Dom,
we could get him
Emil, I
on.
don't know. We can have recurring guests. I really don't care.
Yeah.
I just wanted something to spark up the conversation because we keep talking about the same thing, but I don't think we have talked about the same thing.
This
yet.
episode was different for sure.
No, we haven't. We didn't talk about anything that was the same. I don't think.
No.
I don't know. If you guys like the repetitiveness, you like the repetitiveness. If you don't, I don't know.
You cool with that?
I'm cool with that.
Anything else you want to talk about?
Nah, well, in the world news. This pod could literally be like, "Oh, me crashed this on." I don't really care. You do what you want with the
My
thumbnail.
co-host almost dies.
Yeah, bro, for real.
Can I use?
Yeah, I mean, it was almost near death experience. So.
I'm gonna put this.
It's not that we're trying to get clicks. It's just really hard to come up with
It's hard. To come up with
thumbnails and
titles.
titles. Yeah,
It's hard. It's not easy.
it's not easy at all.
All right. That's the end of episode 11. We'll see you
Damn,
next
11,
week.
that's crazy. Next week.
Thank you for tuning in.
Muchas gracias.
Appreciate it.
Revamped.
Adios.